Let's begin here in Nairobi, where the unity pact between President Uhuru Kenyatta and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga on Tuesday faced its first major litmus test, as senators from their strongholds openly defied the two leaders to shoot down the third basis formula for sharing revenue among the counties. Could this acrimonious Senate vote signal the beginning of the downfall of the Kenyatta-Odinga-led Building Bridges process, whose report is said to be unveiled soon? We begin tonight with KTN Political Affairs reporter Remy Mwangi.
Dubbed by some as a political tsunami or a Trojan horse, that those keen on making it past the gate to the house on the hill in 2022 should not ignore. The Building Bridges initiative has in recent days put all top presidential hopefuls on the edge, as its lead captains, President Uhuru Kenyatta and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, navigate the turbulent course that is the raging high-octane pre-2022 politics. And the duo now appear to have come face to face with their first major storm. This open defiance from their own senators that saw the House on the brink of shooting down the county's revenue-sharing formula, ironically endorsed by the two leaders, casting what critics say is a dark shadow on the BBI.
It will affect the position of the coast region. Not only the coast region, but I think in all counties that have been denied funds.
But what might this open defiance signal on the fate of the BBI in Parliament? But where could Kenyatta and Odinga have gone wrong with their whipping of their senators on Tuesday? While most Mount Kenya and Nyanza counties, both being Kenyatta and Odinga strongholds respectively, were among the gaining counties,
Karibu Baba!
The coast, a region that has in the past 3 polls voted nearly to the last man for Odinga, stands to lose an estimated 5.1 billion. A predicament that also mirrors the largely arid but politically decisive northern Kenya, a state of affairs that saw senators from these regions working closely with their governors convince their colleagues from Odinga's Nyanza and western backyard, whose counties were ironically to be beneficiaries, to reject the formula, forging a rather unlikely alliance with their counterparts from the backyard of Odinga's fiercest critic, Deputy President William Ruto, who also, despite being from among majorly gaining Rift Valley counties, joined the nay bandwagon.
We are looking at what your county is getting, and being personal, it also calls for people to be selfish.
When you look at those counties and those regions losing monies, all those regions are NASA strongholds. All the way from northeastern to Kambani, to the coastal region, to Nyamira, to Vihiga County. Yet
BBI handlers will need Parliament on amendment of key legislations emanating from the soon-to-be-launched BBI report. Any constitutional amendment through the parliamentary initiative, for instance, demands a vote of at least 2/3 majority in both the National Assembly and the Senate.
You can do nothing.
Ironically, Kenyatta and Odinga recently had to sweat getting the numbers in the National Assembly, such as in the near-flopped passage of the amendments to effect a raft of taxes on fuel.
Okay, other members.
In the Senate, having only managed to whip 22 of the 47 elected senators behind the controversial revenue formula. Analysts argue Kenyatta and Odinga could still face similar rebellion on BBI recommendations, unpopular to areas scarred by years of marginalization.
When the moment comes and people will have to vote between the posterity and the future of this country, and the threats and the intimidation, people will vote for the future of this country. Never underestimate the wisdom of those men and women sitting in the Senate, and I was very proud of them yesterday.
No longer signs to ignore to the BBI proponents, the question of equity and inclusivity remains a complex headache, even as Kenyans await the report. Remy Mwangi, KTN News, in Nairobi.
Now bring your sneak peek of what to expect in the cover page of your most qualified newspaper, The Standard. Rebellion in Uhuru Raila's strongholds, that is the headline on The Standard.